All right, guys, Crypto Kurt here, and I just decided I needed to redo this video. I did some revenue calculations in the previous video, which are completely incorrect, and I just want to thank Trevor Vella for coming out and being very nice about pointing out to me that I had the numbers incorrect. He could have trolled me really bad, but he basically saying, "Are you sure you want to double check that?" So thank you so much, Trevor, because what I had done in the calculations was I had taken the annual payout and had multiplied that by 12 because I was assuming that was a monthly payout, but it was the annual payment. So you'll see in this video I'm dividing by 12 instead of multiplying by 12, so we'll get the actual numbers. And I apologize for anyone who saw that video and possibly went out and purchased pay based on the assumptions, the assumptive income, passive income that I had represented in the video yesterday. Once again, it just goes to prove I'm not an investment advisor. This should not be considered official investment advice. This should be for entertainment and educational purposes only. And as always, please do your own research. There's a lot of us making videos. A lot of us are making little small mistakes. I see it all the time. So my apologies, but here I'm fixing it up. So I'll do a quick review of what TenX is and how they're going to generate revenue, and then how you and I are going to make revenue from that. So basically, what these guys have done is they've created a mobile app, and they also have a card. Currently, it's a debit card status. And the concept is you're going to be able to use the app or the card to do microtransactions, drawing from your wallet that you're going to have set up in their system. And currently they accept, I think, 5 or 6 different cryptos. They want to be able to accept all cryptos, quote unquote, in the future. That's something they'll be working on as a platform in the future. But right now they're currently doing the 3 or 4 majors. There certainly is Dash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. This is actually a video demonstration video where they go and they buy a cup of coffee using Ethereum, and then on the website further down you can watch a video where they actually go into a McDonald's in Singapore and purchase a hamburger using the app and the card itself. There is a nice little safety feature with regards to the app and the card working in conjunction, where you can use the app to lock down the card. So if the card's ever lost, no one's going to be able to use it and go do anything with it, because you've got it locked down through second-party verification, or what's two-factor verification from your app, which is pretty cool. But this is what got me excited about this opportunity. One of the things I'm looking for going forward is passive income, and then also the potential for doing compounding interest and reinvesting. So this is going to be a really interesting platform for both those opportunities. You can either just straight up pull a passive income, or take your passive income, reinvest, and grow that income over time. It's going to be really powerful. So the point is, if they're going to pay out 0.5% of rewards from their income, we need to go find out 2 things. We need to find out how many tokens are out there, and we need to go find out what is their estimated volume of payout. What's their total estimated transaction volume? And then what does that mean when you say 5.5% of that? Let's have a quick look at the white paper, though, just to get an idea of their plans going forward. Okay. Actually, before I do that, we're going to go to the TenX, because what I want to do is, again, I want to find out about this coin supply. So this is as of today, as I'm recording this, which is August 5th at 1:37 in the afternoon in Australia. And currently, they have 104,661 310 pay tokens available on the platform. Just as an aside, I purchased the pay tokens 3 days ago at $1.22. They're now up 36%. I've earned 16% in 3 days on them. So there you go. There's another way that you're going to make money with this company, is the capital gains that are going to come from these tokens as people start to realize that they are actual income generator tokens. It's pretty powerful. Okay, so the other thing I'll mention is TenX actually took precedence over Populous. As of yesterday, the Populous was above, and again, you can see this massive spike, 35.99% run up in TenX in the last 24 hours. And I got about, again, half of that, so that's pretty exciting. So there you go, guys. There's a way to make money in it, too. It's just going to go up in value. And you'll see why it's going to go up in value when I start showing you some of the income potential. Okay, so if we look at their 12-month roadmap for 2017, basically it's a whole bunch of licensing stuff. They're getting their platform ironed out. They're getting all the agreements, banks signed up, all that stuff. So by 2018, they expect to start transacting, and they expect to have 1 million users in the first year and 1 billion in transaction volume that first year. In 2019, they're expecting 10 million users and $20 billion in transaction volume. And by 2020, 3 short years away, they're expecting 50 million users with 100 billion people, $100 billion of transaction volume on the platform. All right, so let's take a look mathematically at what that does for us. So this is, again, where I made a mistake yesterday, and I actually multiplied by 12 instead of dividing by 12, but I've fixed that now, so this is the reality, and this is where we're at. So 2018, 1.2 billion in transaction fees, creates $6 million in payouts. That's assuming 105 million tokens. That is 0.6%, 0.06, so 6% payout per token. I currently have 102 tokens. That's a monthly payout of 49 cents with annual earnings of $5.83. Okay, so that's in year one. In year two, 2019, we now move up. Let's assuming that they're right with their assumptions. 20 million in revenues. We're getting a heck of a lot more. What's that? 100 million now. 0.95% per token payout at 102 tokens. That's a monthly payout of $8.10. Annual earnings of $97.14. So I basically spent $100 to buy the 100 tokens. So within the first 2 years, they paid for themselves. Okay. In year three, 2020, if they hit the 100 billion in transaction fees, you can see the numbers start to jump up a bit. We're looking at $4.76 payout per token, 102 tokens. Monthly payout is $40.48, and annual earnings of $485. And then just for shits and giggles, I doubled that again out to 2021. If they go to 200, again, massive payouts here, 9.52 per token, 102 tokens. Monthly payout is $80, and total payout is $971. So while that's kind of cool, and you can certainly see the money starting to build up, the reality is, well, what if we invest some more? So we'll take it up to 300 tokens, and obviously this is the total because you've earned that every year. So this is the total that we have here. So that starts to get a little bit more exciting. What if we say 500 tokens? So 500 tokens, all of a sudden now with 500, if we hit that 2021 number, that's $5,000 a year. If we stick with their 2020 number, that's $2,300 a year. Now, do you want to think small? What if you go 50,000 tokens? Well, at 50,000 tokens, so you're going to go drop $50,000, you basically are making $238,000 by year three. So 3 years later, you're making almost $250,000 or over almost $250,000 in passive income. Okay, so that's what's so powerful about this, guys. It's take this down to 5,000. Maybe that's a little bit more palatable for most of you. Again, $5,000 invested now. 3 years from now, you're making $23,000 passively, just coming into your account. So let's stop and think about this for a moment. You paid $1.22, or if you buy today, you paid $1.44. So you've got the capital gain. So you have several ways that this game is going to work out for you. You've got the capital gains on the shares. Okay. You have a thing called net present value, which allows people to estimate a forward amount and discount it backwards. There's some calculators online where you can go through that and figure that out. But effectively, this is how shares are priced in the market. Or sometimes this is where they try to find the base price or the best price. Then you also have human emotion, okay? So it doesn't matter. You can be as critical and analytical as you want using net present value calculators, but they're always going to be the emotional factor where people are going to bid something up because they're excited about it. So that's one. You've got buy now, and you've got the capital gains on the shares itself. Then you've got the ongoing annual revenue. So these annual revenue streams that get kicked out every year or every month. I think I mentioned that they're also working on getting the payouts to happen more quickly. So they mentioned they want to go from monthly to weekly, and then eventually weekly to daily, and then eventually they want to go hourly. So that'd be pretty cool to see, your wallet growing every hour from every payout that you get from every transaction that's happening around the world. Instantaneous passive income. Very, very cool stuff. Then you've got the opportunity to reinvest, guys. So I haven't worked out the calculator here, but first year's earnings, I could take that 281, go right back and buy some more tokens. At the end of that year, it'll actually be more than 4761 because I'll have a few more tokens. Take that, invest it right back in again. So I can keep doing that as well. So I can keep growing my token base with my income, which is going to just keep growing my income. And again, if we take into consideration the capital value increase of these tokens, as these revenue streams start to kick off, it becomes a no-brainer to be able to just sit on these things. Now, again, we're only forecasting out 4 years here, and we're looking at some numbers that seem fairly large. But go compare this to Visa. Visa was started in 1958. They currently have a market cap of, I think, $234 billion. If we go back to the market cap here again, these guys, TenX at the moment, $150 million. So this is almost like, investing in Visa back in 1958. If these guys grab this market, this could be a massive growth opportunity to get some passive income from your cryptos. All right. So once again, I don't want to belabor this too much. My apologies to anyone who watched the previous video and saw the blowout numbers that I was showing, but I was doing, again, a monthly payout times 12, which was annual payout times 12, which is just, it was a stupid mistake. And again, I want to thank Trevor for pointing that out to me and allowing me to fix it up and get this out correctly. No matter how you look at it, it still is some awesome passive income. So my goal in the short term is to try to get 2,500 tokens. At 2,500 tokens, I'll be pulling out basically 12 grand a year, so that's $1,000 a month. You know what? That pays for my car and my internet and my mobile phone. So even if you just want to cover something like that, cover your expenses, $1 grand a month from a $2,500 investment, and you have to wait 3 years for that, I'm happy with that. That's some awesome returns. And again, I can guarantee you that the value of these $2,500 tokens will be a lot more than they are today. All right, guys, once again, Crypto Kurt, just telling you again, it's time to, the world's changing. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. You can take some action. You can sign up below into the CoinSpot exchange. They are selling TenX Pay Tokens. You can get started today. So it doesn't take much. Just get in there, get yourself sorted, go through the verification process, and get going. All right, guys, Crypto Kurt out.